Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Wisdom International School's digital classroom for mathematics. So we'll continue with our properties of rational numbers. We have learned 6 properties so far. So now we'll continue with the seventh one, which is called as the reciprocal. Okay, so how do you find the reciprocal of a rational number? Okay, you call it as reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. It means the same. Okay, so if there is a rational number like a by b, you will the reciprocal of this is going to be b by a. So you are just turning it around. Okay, just rotating it upside down. That's what is called as reciprocal. Okay, and if you multiply a by b and b by a, you will always get 1 as the answer. Okay, see, the a gets cancelled, the b gets cancelled, and you always get 1 as the answer. Okay, so what will be the reciprocal of 5 by 3? It's going to be 3 by 5, right? And if I ask you what's the reciprocal of minus 2 by 3, so you can write it as 3 by minus 2, but usually we don't write the minus in the denominator, so this actually means minus 3 by 2. Okay, so usually we write it on the top or in the middle. Even the middle is fine, minus 3 by 2. Okay, but we don't usually write it with the denominator, but it actually has the same meaning. Okay, nothing is wrong, but nobody writes it like this. Okay, so if I ask you what's the reciprocal of minus 2 by 3, you can write it as minus 3 by 2. All right, now if I ask you what's the reciprocal of 1 by 5, it will be 5 by 1, which is equals to simply 5. And if I ask you what's the reciprocal of negative 7, let us say, so here the reciprocal of negative 7, it doesn't have a denominator, so you can put a 1 over here. So it's going to be 1 by minus 7, or you can simply write it as minus 7 by minus 1 by 7. Okay, so that will be the reciprocal, minus 1 by 7. Okay, so now you have, can you say what is the reciprocal of 0? So now can you say what is the reciprocal of 0? So 0 by 1 is what is 0 by 1 is the thing, right? Now if I ask you what's the reciprocal of this, you are going to actually do 1 by 0, but then 1 by 0, I told you 0 is not supposed to be there in the denominator, so this is not accepted, right? So 1 by 0 does not exist, so we do not have a reciprocal of 0. Okay, we don't have reciprocal of 0. Okay, remember this well. So they are asking you, is there a rational number which when multiplied by 0 gives you 1? So that is the, see, when you are multiplying the two reciprocals, it will always give you 1. See, like in the previous thing, so let us take this one. Okay, 5 by 3 and 3 by 5, if you multiply both of them, it will always give you 1. See, it's giving you 1. So like that, they are asking you, can you find a number when you multiply with the 0, you get 1. See, 0 multiplied by, even if it is 1 by 0, it's not going to give you 1, right? Because 0 is multiplied by any number is going to give you 0 itself. So there is no such number which gives you 1 when multiplied by 0, right? Because 0 multiplied by any number is going to give you 0 itself, right? So that is why this does not exist. Okay, alright, now come to the next property, distributivity of multiplication over addition of rational number. So let it be addition or subtraction. So this is just distribution. We have already learned this, but as a property we are going to learn it now. So if you have this a and b plus c is inside the bracket, you can actually distribute it as ab plus ac. That is, if you have 2, 3 plus 5, for example, I can write it as 2 into 3 first, then the number sign whatever is there plus, again I'll multiply 2 into 5, and then I get 6 plus 10, which is 16. Okay, so that is how I solve this. Okay, now even if I solve it directly also, I'm going to get the same answer, like 2 into 3 plus 5 is 8, so 2 into 8 is 16. So same thing goes for the subtraction also. Okay, so this is how you distribute it. See, if it is a number, you can simply add them in the bracket and then multiply it. But what if it was not number? Sometimes you may get x, y and all, right? In that case, you can't actually just simply add them, right? 2 plus x will be left as 2 plus x only. So in that case, you should know how to distribute it. Okay, so now come to the example. See, if I have given 2 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5, you can write this as 2 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 5. So the first thing, this and this being multiplied. Then 2 by 3 multiplied by 2 by 5, this one. So that's going to give you 2 by 3 5s are 15, 2 2s are 4 by 15. Now 15 and 15 denominators are same, so you can just write 2 plus 4 on top, which is 6 by 15. Now you can simplify this. Both are divisible by 3, so 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, so it's 2 by 5. Okay, now come to the next question. If I had something like this, 5 by 6 multiplied by 9 by 10 minus 2 by 3, so you can multiply 5 by 6 with 9 by 10. So that's what I have written, 5 into 9 by 6 into 10. Then I multiply this with the subtraction sign in the middle. Okay, so now you see I can simplify this. Okay, see here, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. Okay, so I can simplify it and make it simple. So I get 1 into 3 on top and 2 into 2 at the bottom. Now here you see 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. Now nothing else is divisible, so you just leave it. So 5 into 1 by 3 into 3. So this becomes 3 by 2 2s are 4, and here 5 by 9. Okay, so now you see you can't just add them because the denominators are different. So you'll have to make the denominators common. So I can multiply this by 9 to make it as 36 and this by 4 to make it as 36. So here on top I will multiply by 9. Here on top I'll multiply by 4. Okay, whatever I do in the denominator, I should do the same in the numerator also. So 9 3s are 27 by 36. 4 5s are 20 by 36. Now the denominators are same, so you write it only once, and the top thing you write it down as it is, 27 minus 20, which is 7 by 36. This is the answer. Okay, so now exercise 2.1. So I have tried doing a few problems from each main. Okay, so you can complete this whole exercise in your classwork. So you see here, using appropriate properties, find this. This is what is the problem. Okay, now here you see, you can see that out of this and this, okay, 3 by 5 is common in both of them, right? And this 5 by 2 is completely differently sitting inside in between. See, this thing is multiplied. Here also this is multiplied. Okay, so you take out the 3 by 5 outside. So it's the, just now we learnt one property, no, the same distributive property. It's the other way around. Okay, going the other way around. So it's already been distributed, you are combining them. So you can take the 3 by 5 outside and open the bracket. See, from the first thing here, if 3 by 5 is taken out, I am left out with minus 2 by 3, right? So I write minus 2 by 3. Now from the second term over here, from here to here, if 3 by 5 is taken out, I am left out with, see, there is one minus also, right? So the minus comes with the 1 by 6. Okay, so I'll have to write it with minus 1 by 6, and then plus 5 by 2 I will write it outside, because it doesn't have a 3 by 5 multiplied with it, right? That's why. So 3 by 5. Now here I make the denominators common, so I multiply this by 2. So I get minus 4 by 6 and then minus 1 by 6. I leave it as it is, and then plus 5 by 2. So this is going to be 3 by 5 outside as it is. Inside the bracket it becomes minus 4 minus 1 by 6 plus 5 by 2. So now inside the bracket you get minus 5 by 6 plus 5 by 2, which is equals to, see here, the 5 and the 5 gets cancelled, 3 1s are and 3 2s are. So you get minus from here and 1 by 2. Okay, plus 5 by 2. So now the 2 is in the denominator is common, so I can write 2 as one single term, and minus 1 plus 5 is actually 4. So 4 by 2 is 2 1s are, 2 2s are. So I get 2 by 1, which is simply 2. This is the answer. Now let's look at this. Write the additive inverse. So I told you what is the additive identity, right? Additive identity means, you know, 1 is the 0 is the additive identity. Now if I ask you what's additive inverse, that means what should be added with this A so that it gives you 0. Okay, that is additive inverse is nothing but we saw a negative of a number, no, that one. Okay, so if you add minus A, that is when you will get 0, right? If you have 2, what should be added over here so that you get 0? You have to add minus 2, right? So the same way, minus 2 will be called as the additive inverse. Okay, so in this case, if 2 by 8 is given, what will be the additive inverse? Minus 2 by 8. If minus 5 by 9 is given, what will be the additive inverse? Plus 5 by 9, because you know only then it will become 0, right? So that is what is your additive inverse, like what is the number which when added to the given number makes the answer 0. Okay, so now here if I ask you, verify that minus of minus x is equals to x, for x is equals to 11 by 15. what do? You have we know that minus x is the additive inverse of x, or as I told you, minus a is the additive inverse of a, right? That's what we have learned. So for minus x will be the additive inverse of x. So now x is 11 by 15. What will be minus x? You just put a minus in front of 11 by 15. Now you see, you add x and minus x and see what you get, if you get 0 or not. Okay, so 11 by 15 plus minus 11 by 15 will be equal to 0, right? So if I want to move this 11 by 15 to the other side, what will happen? It will become 11 by 15 is equals to, it's plus over here, so when it goes that side, it becomes minus, and then this whole term goes to the other side. So x is equals to 11 by 15 is x, and minus then you have a negative sign, you put the negative sign, and minus 11 by 15 is negative negative x. So hence proved. Now let's find the multiplicative inverse of the following. So multiplicative inverse is going to be a number which makes the answer as 1. So if a is let's say, I'll just write it down somewhere here. Let us say you have a as the number. I am asking you what should be multiplied with this a so that I get 1. It will be 1 over a. See, as I told you, multiplicative inverse is nothing but reciprocal, right? So for minus 13, it's going to be 1 over, see, the denominator below the 13 is 1, right? So it's going to be 1 over minus 13, and as I told you, you write the minus on top, so it's minus 1 over 13. So same thing goes for this also. Minus 13 by 19 will be 19 by minus 13, or simply minus 19 by 13. Okay, not this, there won't be a minus in front down. Okay, there will be only one minus. Okay, so this is the minus 19 by 13. That's it. Okay, so from question number 1 to question number 5, complete this in your classwork. You'll be able to do it. Okay, finish it in your classwork. Okay, see you with the next video. Allah Hafiz. Thank you.